In your house with O'Con. Hey, O'Con in your house. Hollywood in your house. Hypocrisy's head in the clouds. Curating all kind of loud. Wrestling in front of the crowds. Paragon's holding it down. Anybody can get it. Josh Joseph standing on his decisions. He is the voice. There is no choice. We is them boys in your house making wrestling noise. Moving fast just like cruiserweight action. In your house is the perfect distraction. Pumpers in your ears when you in traction. Get this work with some wrestling action. Whoa. What is up, guys? What is cracking? It's the Con Man, and I am in your house. Guys, you already know the vibes. Anytime we slide on through, we here to give you that work when it comes to this professional wrestling business. And guys, we have been giving it to you, all right? Actually, we've been giving you 400 plus episodes of that work, and that is an amazing milestone. I just had a great episode with Annie O'Neill, and that was our 400th episode, and we gave our predictions on Bad Blood, and it was a great time. Go back and check that out. But guys, it's Friday. Oh yeah. And you know what that means. Because when it's Friday, brother, it's time to get extreme, ladies and gentlemen. And I cannot get extreme by myself. It's not possible, all right? There's only one man that can come in and give you that vibe, give you that extreme vibe, and let you know everything. He will teach you everything you need to know to be hardcore, because he's the educator of extreme. That's the voice, Josh Joseph. What is up, brother, man?
How goes it, house? How goes it, household? How goes it, everybody out there? How are you doing on this Friday? This extreme Friday that we've all grown to love. And I miss it after this. So, like, as soon as we go off the air, I'll start missing it. Until
same
next
here.
week.
Same here. But hold on, voice.
Exactly.
I gotta do my thing here, because you guys hear that music. That's right, you sons of bitches. It is time for the ECW Watch Along series, and you guys better fucking get it right, because we're about to get extreme with some hardcore TV with the voice, the educator of extreme, Josh Joseph. And we've got one other thing we want to talk about, because you guys know we want to, of course, try to stay up to date with things that are going on in wrestling. But this episode, of course, this whole series is dedicated to that one promotion that everybody talked about, WWF and WCW. But if you was in the know, like if you really knew what was going down, you knew about ECW. And that's why we have the excellence of the voice, Josh Joseph. Brother, we're in the third episode of what we've been watching on ECW Hardcore TV. Give them a brief synopsis of what we've been watching and a little bit of what we're going to be watching, and give them the episode and where we're at.
Well, we have seen basically the resurgence of a Sabu and RVD tag team and taking over ECW and taking it away from the originators, Tommy Dreamer, the Sandman. So we've had corporate Sabu, who we've talked about, Sabu in a suit, coming out and destroying Tommy Dreamer in the RVD Tommy Dreamer match towards the end of it. It's exciting to see this evolution of the story to go. Tonight, though, you know what? Tonight, I'm going to leave a little surprise on what we're going to see for the main event. Because I don't think people will expect this guy in the main event. He will be, I will say he's going up against Shane Douglas. I will say that. But you wouldn't expect this guy to be going up against Douglas.
Okay, all right, leave it at that. I don't want to know no more, bro. I don't want to know no more. I like that. I really like that element. So we're going to see, most definitely. I'm excited. I love that we're doing this watch-along series, and now we've developed to the storylines. Oh, God. It's Aloysius Skipper Jenkins III, my biggest fan. You see him there in the chat. Boo, 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 boo. Brother, you wasn't here if you wasn't watching me. You're putting money in my pocket right now, brother.
There you go. I like it. The silver lining as you found it.
Yes. My man Mario Click. What's up, brother? Thanks for joining us a little bit. You already know you're my favorite man to love and hate. So come and join us and watch a little bit of ECW here with myself and the voice, Josh Joseph. But voice, before we get to this amazing watch along, we got to cover a little bit of what's going on in the news. And of course, we know Bad Blood is going down. And by the time you guys listen to this, either it will be right tomorrow if you guys are with us right now, but for the podcast version, it'll probably be tonight if you're listening to it on Saturday. So October 5th, Bad Blood, and news is already coming out now about what exactly is going on. Rumor has it that Drew McIntyre and CM Punk will be opening the show in their Hell in a Cell match. What is up, Hassan Terrell? Thanks for joining us here on YouTube. Come watch some ECW, but we're about to talk a little bit of mainstream, current day wrestling for a little bit before we get to that. So, Voice, I just wanted to get some of your thoughts, man, in terms of the booking, because it seems like we're opening with CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre in Hell in a Cell, and I think that shocked quite a few people. Now, if you're in the know or not, I don't want to say in the know because it's not like we're in those board rooms or the locker rooms in WWE or anything like that. Bro, it's one of those things where everybody was kind of surprised by it, and I was a little surprised by it. But once again, going back to it, if you know anything about wrestling and you know anything about Roman Reigns and his trajectory, he was gonna main event. Oh, yeah. So we all kind of knew that. I got a couple of questions for you. First question is, how do you feel about the placement of the Hell in a Cell match on the card, bro?
Honestly, I like it because to me, this is one of the biggest feuds for this specific PLE, Bad Blood. I mean, who has more bad blood than Drew and CM Punk over the past few months?
True.
So yeah, I do like it because it's gonna get the show kicked off, and if both go out there and do exactly what we've seen them do before, this is a huge match to have this kick off. And then plus, I mean, to have Roman and the Bloodline and Cody main event this, that's even another explosion on the end of the PLE. So I'm expecting a lot of high energy in this first one. I don't want to say a la what you and Annie watched, Hell in a Cell, the first one.
Yeah.
But I would say we're going to see some things like possibly maybe Mankind versus Undertaker in Hell in a Cell. Ooh. I don't know. I think that they're going to step it up in this one.
I think so too. I think there's a real chance that we can really see CM Punk work from under. Like, I think that, and let me word this correctly because I want to. I think that there is strong potential, Voice, that Drew McIntyre is going to beat the brakes off of CM Punk. I mean, literally just destroy this man. And with that being said, hang on, and then I'm gonna let you get your thoughts. I promise.
No, you go ahead. Yeah.
With that being said, and like I just said, ladies and gentlemen out there in the household, and of course, Voice, I think there's a strong possibility Drew McIntyre is going to put the boots, the shoes, the screws to CM Punk. I mean, totally bloody this man, completely just obliterate him. But I could see CM Punk winning the match. So, where you thought? How you see this going, bro?
No, the whole time you're saying that, I'm getting flashbacks to the dog collar match a la AEW with CM Punk, and just the way he was covered in blood. I mean, even in the interview after the post match, there was blood. I think because of where we are going with Raw and where it is landing, and the landscape getting more adult with the violence and things like that, because I mean, come on, it's on the verge. We're ready. We're edging to that point of knowing that that's exactly where they're going, a la Attitude Era. I can see exactly what you're saying, that this is going to be a Drew McIntyre massacre, but with yet again CM Punk getting the win. And it could be just pure exhaustion, a hit, Drew falls, CM Punk falls on top of him, 1, 2, 3. However they play it out, but I could see where you're coming from with seeing that, with CM Punk getting the overall victory. But just because you get your hand raised at the end, we both know in wrestling doesn't mean that you've won. Because if you give that performance that I think we're both thinking that Drew can give to CM Punk in this specific type of match, Drew wins over the fans and we hype him up for his title run. Yeah. And then we get the ultimate Drew McIntyre the way he should have been when he did win his title.
Or even this possibility, he's so pissed off that he had CM Punk in his hands, because my mindset is like I'd even go as far as to like they had to bring the stretcher out for CM Punk, bro. Like you want to talk about Mankind and Undertaker in Hell in a Cell? You want to talk about that, voice? I want to see this man get carted out on a stretcher and then fucking push paramedics off of him and get back in that cell. Like I want it to be uncomfortable. Like maybe I'm crazy, but I want it to be uncomfortable, bro. I want to be like, I want whoever's going to be on commentary. I assume it's a PLE, so maybe Michael Cole will be on there. I don't know if they're going to have the new guy on Raw, who I do think is doing a good job. So I just want to get that out of the way. I think he's doing fine.
Doing a great job.
I think Joe Tess is doing just fine. But like maybe, and then Cole is going to sell the seriousness of what's going on, and like they had to bring the paramedics out here for CM Punk. This isn't the first time we've seen CM Punk on the stretcher because of Drew McIntyre's actions, but you hate to see it. This is something that we don't want. This man is seriously injured, and then he's just like, what? And then Punk is starting to like push paramedics off of him. The crowd seeing it, they're starting to get amped up. Michael Cole's like, what's CM Punk doing? Maybe Corey Graves is on commentary like, no, Punk, think about your career. Think about the rest of your career. Just go. Michael Cole's like, you're not going to be able to tell that to CM Punk. This man wants this to end the way he wants to. And then boom, all of a sudden things just start to really amp up again. CM Punk goes in there. He starts getting some fire on Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre starting to give it back to him, back and forth. The match is really building, and then the match continues at that point, and then maybe it leads to a decisive, just a decisively well placed go to sleep for the 1, 2, 3. Or maybe even something like, I don't know. This is way out of pocket. This is some ECW shit, brother. Let him wrap a thing of barbed wire around his knee and fucking give him the fucking go to sleep. Like we want to go there. We're going there. So we're going there. This is ECW Friday, you sons of bitches. We're getting extreme. All right. Let him wrap the barbed wire around his knee and finish him off with the go to sleep. I would lose my shit, bro.
Dude, that would be fantastic. I would love if somebody introduced their finisher in that way. Yeah. Especially for like a Hell in a Cell match.
Oh yeah.
Like, let's be honest. Since the greats that we know who have done it, and even an Orton one, Hell in a Cell matches have kind of fallen flat. The women's was the last exciting one I remember. And honestly, you got to step it up with these. It's just like just like they took away the Hell in a Cell PLE, the pay-per-view that they had. Like we don't have it anymore. And honestly, I never understood it, because if you're titling it that, why did you only have one? Like, why would you not have a night of Hell in a Cells?
Yeah.
And then at the main event, pull WCW and give us a triple stack cell. Who cares? Do something outlandish. And I think that's where we need to be with this. And what you're describing with a go to sleep with a barbed wire wrapped around the knee. I would love it. I mean, it would be like Shawn Michaels wrapping barbed wire around his foot and giving a sweet chin music.
Exactly.
And just laying somebody out with it.
I love it, man. Okay, so we talk about the importance of the Hell in a Cell match and everything. While you were talking, I looked up worst Hell in a Cell matches in WWE history. And this is from the Sportster. I don't agree with all of these, but I'm going to give you their 10, okay?
Okay.
So I assume it's from like, I guess presumably best, and number 1 would be the most just god awful, is what I assume it's based off of. So number 10 is Hell in a Cell match, Kane versus Mankind from WWE Raw in August of '98. Not sure if you remember that one. I personally don't.
No, I don't really remember that one.
Yeah, so I can't speak on that one. I can't say if it was bad or not. Number 9, Shane McMahon versus Undertaker at WrestleMania 32. Yeah, that belongs.
Yeah,
there.
that wasn't that great of one.
It was. I remember that one. That belongs on that list. Okay, number 8, CM Punk versus Undertaker in WWE Hell in a Cell 2009. I do remember this.
I didn't think it was that bad.
I do remember this. It was not that bad. I will stand on that. It was not that bad, but I definitely could see it because I bet it was one of those rivalries where the feud hadn't Hell in a Cell is the culmination of a blood feud, and and even though the match wasn't bad, these two, it wasn't a blood feud. It was just because they were at the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. I hated the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. And I'm going to tell you why I hated the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. Because Hell in a Cell is not Money in the Bank. Hell in a Cell is not the Elimination Chamber. Hell in a Cell is only meant to be brought out when the two men, two women, two competitors who cannot stand each other, and they've done everything else to each other, they have to duke it out in the cell. The cell was always supposed to be something big and serious. So even though I do not remember this match being that bad, I do think it belongs here because it did not have the importance. You know what I'm saying?
No, I know exactly what you're saying. That's why I think this one that's coming up is going to be one of the bigger ones that we've seen in a long time.
Totally agree with you, man. Number 7, Steve Austin and Undertaker versus Mankind and Kane on WWE Raw. And it looks like, June of 98. What was happening in 98? He was having all these Hell in a Cell matches on Raw.
Didn't they do the 6-man? No, that was I
think that was a little bit later in like 2003 or 2004 or something like that. Yeah,
they must have been trying to capitalize off throwing Mankind's ass off there.
Man, I guess I don't know. But number 6
Still milking it.
Number 6 on the list. Oh, okay. Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman in Hell in a Cell of 2018.
Yeah, that wasn't that great of one.
Stinker. Yeah, that was another stinker.
Yeah, it was a stale one.
Yeah.
I mean, two great guys that were in there. You expected something, but I don't, like you said, the Hell in a Cell needs to mean something.
And it was when they had that red Hell in a Cell. You remember the red one, bro?
Yeah, why?
Yeah, I don't know.
Change the color. That's how you get everybody
that's
back.
How you get everybody hooked, sure. And while Braun Strowman at that time, I think, was beginning to heat up, Roman Reigns was still the big dog, and people were still kind of rejecting him a little bit. So I think that's one element that kind of took him out of it. This was before you gotta think. This is like 2 years before the pandemic era, where things really started to really focus heavily on story. So like this was still kind of like 2018 was still kind of an part of WWE. The talent was there, but like the storytelling, and Vince was still rewriting the script every like Monday at 5:00 before Monday Night Raw. God, I remember those times. But yeah,
we're gonna put him in a sheep mask.
Yeah, like like it was just a weird time in 2018 for wrestling. It was weird. But number 5 on that list, CM Punk versus Ryback in WWE Hell in a Cell 2013. Listen, I'm just gonna say it because I know you'll probably say it's the same thing. Ryback was in it. It was bad.
Yep. Exactly.
Ryback
more.
did it. It was bad.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
So number 4,
It kind of sucks CM Punk has so many on here.
he's in so many of them, bro. It sucks because I
And
like
he's in
Punk.
the biggest one in years.
I know,
that's coming
it's so
up.
crazy. Okay. Number 4, Kane versus Undertaker, Hell in a Cell 2010. I do remember this. It was... I think that at that point, you'd already got everything that you was going to get out of Kane and Undertaker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, this wasn't 1998 or 99 or 2000. This was 2010. You'd already got everything that you got out of those two. I do understand why this is on the list. It's not memorable. It probably wasn't that great of a match. I don't see it, and I see where it belongs on there. Any thoughts on that one? Do you remember that one?
I don't really remember that one, but I do remember the later years of both of them in the 2010s.
Yeah.
And it kind of took you out of the love of The Undertaker, because it was like,
the decline was happening.
okay,
right?
Exactly. And it was
decline.
very, very visible. And you could start seeing Kane's too.
Yeah.
You know,
For sure. No, I agree with that. That's a good point. And number 3, damn, the trend continues. CM Punk versus Ryback in WWE Hell in a Cell 2012.
yeah, well, same
They did it 2 years in a
mantra
row?
goes for that one. Yeah. Dude,
Jesus. Why?
they were trying to force Hell in a Cells down people's throats so they could sell that pay-per-view, man.
Yeah, I know. And it was
And
such a
just like-
bad idea.
It was too, because you hit it on the head perfectly with describing what a Hell in a Cell feud adds to the Hell in a Cell ultimately. Like,
Yeah.
it's a final card that you pull out when you're fucking doing whatever Pokemon card battles.
Yeah.
You pull that one out and this is it. This is how we end this feud, because there's
Finito,
nothing else
kaput.
that can
Done.
exactly. And you're not getting that right now. Like, you don't get it. I mean, like, my favorite one was Triple H and Cactus Jack, just because you had to put them into something that could hold both of them, because the feud just did not stop.
Yeah. That's exactly what you needed for it. That's you get it. Number two on the list was The Undertaker versus the Big Boss Man, WWE WrestleMania 15. I don't remember that. I don't. I'm be honest, I don't.
I remember the lead up to it, because wasn't that the time where they hung the Big Boss Man with the cage on a Monday night?
Yep.
And then I think they had their match that weekend in the Hell in a Cell. Because remember how Vince used to, when they were bringing out the Hell in a Cell, he would like display it, and then they would like cut it. Some guys would cut promos with it. It wasn't every Hell in a Cell that they did it with, but like usually on the Monday night you got to see it, especially back then, because it was so what do they call that, Springer style shooting and things like that,
like
the Gonzo
Crash TV.
Yes, Crash TV. That's what I was thinking of.
Yep.
For some reason, I put Hunter S. Thompson shit into it, like he was involved in wrestling.
Oh man. Okay. All right. Do you want to take a crack at what the number 1 worst Hell in a Cell matches on this list, or do you want me to just tell you? It's totally up to you, bro.
I kind of, you just want to tell me because I don't want to be wrong, and then one of our fans be like, "That's my favorite one."
Right. Okay, so I think the number 1 I'm going to say, nobody is going to agree that this is their favorite Hell in a Cell match. I think that this is one of the most controversial Hell in a Cell matches to ever have happened, and for all the wrong reasons. And that is WWE Hell in a Cell 2019, Seth Rollins versus The Fiend, Bray Wyatt. That ending pissed me off. I'm not going to lie. That ending pissed me off. Really, you make you damn near ruined Hell in a Cell. I mean, I'm sorry, but you damn near ruined it. Like, a no contest in a Hell in a Cell? Are you kidding me? That pissed a lot of people off.
Everything. Yeah, well, because it goes against everything that
stood
for. The Hell in a Cell stood for. Exactly. It's like the Sopranos ending. It's like, wait, what? Diner song end. Yeah. Okay, sure. I guess that's what you're going to give us for all these years that we have followed you. But yeah, a no contest and a Hell in a Cell is like an oxymoron. It doesn't fit. It doesn't need to be there. You have to have a completion to the Hell in. I mean, that's what it is. It's an ending result to a feud.
Yeah.
I don't get it. But hey,
bad.
I also don't write for them, so
yeah, I know. It was bad. It was just so bad.
Yeah.
I think one of the reasons why I think the first Ryback versus CM Punk one was one of those bad ones because they wrote themselves into a corner. Because it was,
easily.
It was. I think that was during. And if anybody in the household want to correct me, I'll definitely take that and feedback and I'll learn from it. But I think that was during CM Punk's historic title reign, his 343-day reign. That is now like nothing compared to Roman Reigns' reign, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah. But it was 434 days he was champion. And at the same time that he was having this reign, he was in the midst of this historic reign. This is when Ryback was having his undefeated streak. So they wrote themselves they wrote themselves into a corner really bad because it was either CM Punk gives up his undefeated streak or CM Punk gives up his historic title reign, or Ryback gives up his undefeated streak, and they fucked themselves because they made it at Hell in a Cell, and Punk couldn't have a fuck finish. You know what I'm saying? Like a disqualification finish because I don't know. Like I said, back then the writing was bad. But
no, it wasn't future writing. Like they were more in the present and in the moment writing, and that's how you
book yourself in a corner.
Exactly. And they like you said, that's where they did in that specific one. And honestly, it's kind of like, it's like when we go back to the Undertaker versus Kane one, like you wrote yourself into a corner there also because like there wasn't character, like clothing wise and costume wise, there was an evolution of Kane later on. Mm-hmm. He took the mask off, he was bald, all that stuff. And then we got the psychotic Kane, which to me, that's the best one. Like the Kane. One where he had that just one blue eye.
Yep. And
I believe that was during when he did the movie See No Evil.
Yeah.
When he was like that, to me, that was like ultimate Kane. I know others like, the first iteration of him when he was out there, Paul Bearer was walking him, being his manager and things like that. He had the voice box.
Yeah.
And I did. That's my second favorite Kane.
That's a good Kane too.
When you get to the end of the story, because like there wasn't much left for, like you said, the Undertaker to do. There wasn't much left for Kane to do in the story. You've painted yourself in a long-term storyline with that brotherhood right there.
Yeah.
And then you're going to throw a Hell in a Cell in it. It makes no sense. Like ultimately, I wish if you were going to end the Undertaker's career and you were able to do it, it would have been really cool to see Kane do a really good like AJ Styles versus Undertaker, but a buried alive match.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like those two just do like one of those cinematic matches.
Yeah.
And Kane finally buries the Undertaker back where the Undertaker burnt down the house. All that shit. Like, I don't know.
That would really bring everything full circle.
Exactly. But hindsight's always 20/20, and we can always fantasy book that with what we know in wrestling and stuff. And I think it would be a fun time to go back and like kind of end the stories that we wish the way they would have ended.
Yeah.
I think that would be fun to do.
Or at least just give us closure as fans. I mean, sheesh.
Yeah.
That'd be
like
great too.
Like have like fan fiction of the actual endings of what the fans wanted for that storyline. I think that would be fun.
That'd be awesome.
It'd be cool to do it in like a comic book type way.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Down with that.
No,
that'd be sweet.
Spitballing here.
No, I get it. No, that's what we do. We're just having fun here, talking some wrestling, man. And I do think Bad Blood's going to be a great pay-per-view. I'm excited for it. I'm going to watch what I can of it, and then I'll catch the rest of it probably Sunday evening when I get back home with the family and everything. It's going to be great. But we do got to move on, because even though we talked a little bit of Hell in a Cell, and that was a great conversation, by the way. I hope you guys out there in the household enjoy it, and enjoy it when you guys listen to it on the podcast version. But we got to move on to that other company, the company over in Jacksonville, and that's AEW. And they just announced that they've signed rights to stay on TBS and TNT. Also, they will be streaming in January on Max, and this is something we've been calling for a long time, that they need to get a Max deal. They need to get a Max deal. They need to get a Max deal. I want to prefix it with this, ladies and gentlemen, all you people out there who listen to us that are AEW fans, congratulations on the deal. And I mean that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm happy. You get a few more years of the product that you love. A lot of people said that y'all wasn't going to make it. Y'all wasn't going to stick around that long, and you guys did it. You guys got another deal, and now you guys are on Max. Congratulations. Now I have to say this. Discounted rates on pay-per-views. The whole reason I thought that you guys were coming to Max was so that would be a part of the subscription. Like Peacock is, they have WWE PLEs on subscription if you have a Peacock account. So you can watch the other stuff on Peacock, the other shows that they have, and then when they do the live PLEs, you can go to Peacock. This was an opportunity for you guys to respectfully, because I know it's like copycat and we don't want to do what WWE's doing. Listen, what WWE's doing is working. It truly is.
Yeah.
And for you guys to not follow that is literal insanity. And I bring it to this. I'm a big NBA watcher. Big watcher of the NBA. When a team wins the championship, all the other teams try to mimic their formula for success. When the Heat was winning because of super teams, teams were trying to put super teams together. When the Golden State Warriors naturally built out a team through drafting and actually built chemistry and became a great basketball team, NBA teams tried to follow that and tried to draft and keep guys and develop them under their own system and everything. The NBA is a copycat league. I say that to say this. Why are you guys not following what WWE is doing? Your AEW, your guys' pay-per-views are amazing. You guys put on some of the best wrestling on your pay-per-views. Why do you not want more people to see that? Why do you not want more people to see what you guys do? I don't know. Like I said, congratulations on the Max deal. That is awesome. I'm staying on TBS and TNT. That's great. We don't know what's going to happen on Fox or if there's any. We're not going to keep harping on the Fox thing until we see something concrete. But Voice, what are your thoughts on the deal and what I just ranted about as far as like still charging not full price but still discounted rates for pay-per-views? I just feel like you got to make those part of the subscription. But what are your thoughts?
Yeah, well, like you said at the beginning of that, congratulations. We've been talking about this for a while, and I know some people have been like, you guys, whatever, you don't even know if they're going there. The clues were there. Tony's wearing the hats at interviews. He's doing he's name dropping Max, his favorite ones to watch, things like that. So we kind of expected this. We were just waiting for it to happen. But like you were saying, you can ride the coattails, or let me say this, you can jump on the path that somebody has already paved, and then you can do a little side path off to that if you find a different way to go. Sure. But what you're doing is you're cutting the people, like you said, Howse, they're the best wrestling that they have are on these pay-per-views.
Yes.
On these PLEs, whatever you want to call them. They have some of the best matches, some of the best production, and just overall amazing things that make fans go, oh my God.
Yeah.
They have that on their pay-per-views. So give the fans that on when they go to Max, because WWE figured it out. Yes, you're not going to get all these PLEs, individual buys at 50 to 60 to whatever they would be charging at that time. Mm-hmm. You're not going to get all that. But what you are going to get is, if you're on a subscription, you have your PLEs on there, you're going to get people to watch it, because we're a culture that likes things like that. Like, it feels special when there's a PLE on and you can invite your friends over and you can have snacks, drinks, and you can enjoy that. It's almost like a big prize fight in boxing.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I remember that, like watching I remember my grandfather getting the Mike Tyson Holyfield fight.
We had
and
people
then being
over for that fight too. That exact fight.
Exactly. And he got so pissed off because he spent all this money and it was so short. Like,
yep.
And like that.
What a time.
So he was pissed. Yeah. And I remember that. I remember watching like UFCs on pay-per-views back then. All the uncles being like, now this is real fighting. It's not like that stuff you watch on Monday. It was fun. It was a moment. And what you're doing is you're taking away the cheat code that WWE gave its fans to have that at the low subscription price of an app. So now it's almost like a slap in the face when you do that to the average viewer, because you're like, oh, you don't see me as a dedicated enough fan or as a loyal enough fan that you're going to give me something that you're putting out there that helps my pocketbook. Because right. I mean, I have an entire wall of your company's stuff, man. Like, when I heard about the Max deal, I was so excited to finally get to see your pay-per-views at a cheaper rate, because it was going to be on a subscription that I already had. Yes. I wouldn't have to, but now you're telling me, yeah. So like, you've kind of taken me out.
Shows.
Yeah, and so like and honestly, you're hurting the people who are doing exactly what we're doing, talking about you. Right. You're limiting those ones who may not have the means to get your pay-per-views and pay those prices, even though it's a discount. Don't get me wrong, that's fantastic that you're doing at least that for your fans, but at the end of the day, I mean, like, the Papa Bear made the path. Follow the path, man. Yeah, it's not hard to do.
It's really not hard. It's so easy. And the breadcrumbs were most definitely there. And like, it's really like, as a fan, it's a little disappointing, because like, if I wasn't going to watch anything else, if they had like All In or All Out or Wrestle Dream or Revolution or any of the pay-per-views that they have, if I'm not gonna watch Dynamite, I'll watch those. Bro, I will sit up there on a Saturday night and be like, oh, there's no WWE PLE on tonight? Oh, you telling me that it's, oh, they're doing All Out? Turn that on. We just throw it on Max. Put it on Max. I already pay for Max. Just put it on. I'll watch it right now. Bro, you took that away from me. You took that option away from me, and like, it's just, as a fan, it's disappointing.
It is. I mean, I'm excited for the library that's going to be available.
Yeah, sure.
Things like that. But like I think we've come to an agreement on. You've taken us out because I guess it was our fault. We expected Tony to run his business in the way that we would see
moving in the
it.
Right direction. He's okay.
Especially
moving
with
in the
him
right
saying
direction.
how big of he is. Let's give him credit when it's due. And this
Sure.
is a fantastic deal. We both agree on that.
Yes.
Like you're getting your stuff put onto Max, and you lived up to your word, and that's great. We're happy for that. But maybe in the next deal, maybe when contract negotiations come back around, maybe look at that. Maybe look at giving your fans that little bit of extra.
A serious look at that.
Because it's going to get more eyes on you. It's going to get more eyes. And then you can talk at WWE about who's watching what.
Yes.
Because that would blow your company up.
Once again, I'm going to an AEW show in December. Me and my son are both excited because I know being there in person is going to be fun. But like being there in person is not the same as watching it on TV. If you've been to any any televised wrestling show, you know the experience is different. So, an awesome Wednesday night that I'll be taking my son out to on a Wednesday night to watch him wrestling will be a boring Wednesday night Dynamite to somebody watching on TV. You know what I'm saying?
No, I've been there. I know exactly what you're talking about. Being there is totally different than being the person watching. I mean, even when WWE was going through its lulls with storylines and things like that, going to a live show, though, was still the shit.
It was still fun,
It was still the shit. I still loved it. I went to a Great American Bash, for Christ's sake.
That's sweet.
Not a WCW one. Not a WCW one. Let's get a WWE one.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've seen a Punjabi prison match.
Ooh, you came out of the other side on that one, bro. Oh.
Dude. And it was my first pay-per-view to ever go to live. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That hurts. That hurts.
It should, yeah.
Oh,
so fans,
man.
if you ever want to heal those old wounds, we'll take donations, send me and Howse to a nice pay-per-view PLE that we would love to go watch. We'll even go watch an AEW one, man.
I'd love to be an AEW one. I'm not going to lie. That'd be awesome. That'd be pretty sweet.
There we go.
We don't hate that company, ladies and gentlemen. We just wanted to do better. And that was a fun discussion. We talked a little bad blood, talked a little bit about the deal. Once again, AEW, happy for you guys. Congratulations on the deal. Take a serious look at those pay-per-views, though. Once again, this is you ain't got to listen to nothing I'm saying or nothing the voice is saying. We ain't nobody. You guys got all the money and all the leverage. But as fans, take a serious look at that and think what you'd be doing for your company. I would watch every pay-per-view if it was just a part of the subscription. I promise you guys I would if it was a part of the subscription. So take a serious look at that. But hey guys, me and Voice, we're about to take a break because we got to take a serious look at some ECW Hardcore Television. So you guys already know what it is. We're going to take a break. We're going to pay some bills. And when we do come back, it's going to be time to jump right in to Hardcore TV. Ladies and gentlemen, the ECW Watch Along. We'll see you when we come back.
Exciting things are happening at the Kokomo Press. Yeah, very exciting things. Not only are we bringing you comedy shows, an open mic once a week, skits, videos, funny jokes on our page, and satire news stories, but now you can support us by going to kokomopress.com kokomopress.shop. It's that simple. You go to kokomopress.shop, you find a t-shirt, you find a hat, maybe in the future some stickers and some posters. You go on there, you buy one of those from us, and percentage of the proceeds will go to us and help support what we do. We appreciate every person who just likes, subscribes, does all that. But if you go to kokomopress.shop and you buy something, we'll know who you are. You send us a photo of it. We will post it on our page and shout it out. Thank you so much. Go to kokomopress.shop, buy all your shirts and hats needs, and support the Kokomo Press. Thank you guys so much. kokomopress.shop.
Hello everyone, it's the Pope Elijah Burke, founder and president of the Love Alive charity. I wanted to take this brief moment to share with you my charity's continued humanitarian efforts to positively impact the impoverished communities in and around the greater Jacksonville area. This cannot be possible without your support. If you'd be so kind, please take a moment to visit our website, love-alive.org, to learn more about the charity and its mission. Also, feel free to donate to our 501c3 organization that operates off of the donation of the public, which is you. Whether that be by website or via Cash App, $1 help makes a difference in the lives of others as we continue to positively influence many people by being the change that we wish to see in the world.
Yo, what is up out there? My name's Hypocrisy Jones from the In Your House podcast and the Kokomo Press, bro, and I'm here to tell you about a party, bro. November 30th in Kokomo, Indiana, it's going down at Outhouse Records as the In Your House Wrestling Podcast hosts a live house party, bro. This is to celebrate and watch WWE Survivor Series War Games, and bro, we're about to make it lit. This is going to be the best wrestling party that you have ever been a part of in your life, bro. We're going to have wrestling games. We're going to have wrestling karaoke, wrestling themed costume contests. Bro, we're going to have prizes to give away, over $1,000 worth of them. Bro, it's about to be lit. Kokomo, Indiana, November 30th, Outhouse Records. Be there for the party, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to In Your House. Of course, this is the ECW Watch Along series, and you heard our guy Hypocrisy Jones. November 30th, come and join Team In Your House. We will be there, and we're going to be doing an awesome event, and just like my man said, there's going to be so much going on, and that is of course this right here, the House Party live music, live podcast, In Your House's first ever live podcast, independent wrestlers, man, costume contest, prizes, so many prizes, over $1,000 of prizes, and yeah, we will be watching Survivor Series War Games right there that night at Outhouse Records. Come and join us. Come and join myself, where you can see awesome personalities such as myself, Alakan the Concept House, such as the Educator of Extreme, The Voice, Josh Joseph, Hypocrisy Jones, the hometown boy from Kokomo, Divinely Designed, the Big Dog, Annie O'Neill, and the Chaos Goblin himself will be there, Kevin Calloway. You heard him on Dear Pro Wrestler. You've heard him on Window Lickers. Come meet him November 30th. And that is, of course, the live In Your House party for Survivor Series War Games. Come and join us. And while you're joining us doing that, plan to join us right now, because it's time for the ECW Watch Long. That's ECW Hardcore Television. We've been going through some storylines. Voice, hit them with where we're at one more time as far as the episode, and then we're going to jump right into it, bro.
All right, so for the episode, you want to be at ECW Hardcore TV Season 5, Episode 37. That should show up as September 9th, 1997. And right under that, you should see Shane Douglas defends his ECW title against... We'll keep it quiet until that main event hits. But if you can read, you already know the answer to that. But this is going to be a fun one. This is actually one I did not pre-watch.
Ooh, okay.
But so this is going to be an adventure for all of us, because I don't even remember watching this one. especially when I seen who Douglas was going against. I was like, what? When did this ever happen? But I like it, and I want to go to it and see it. So, again, you need to be at season 5, episode 37, and that is of ECW Hardcore TV on the Peacock Network. So jump in and get ready with me and Howse to watch some extreme madness.
Exactly what my man said, because we're about to jump into it right now. He's giving you the season. He's giving you the episode. ECW Hardcore Television. It's time to jump right into it as the countdown begins in 3, 2, 1, 0.
The following program is rated TVMA. What you're about to watch
TVMA.
contains explicit
Sure.
language, adult themes, violence, and may not be suitable for viewers under 18. Viewer discretion is strongly advised.
This takes me
You
back
can
in
activate
time.
parental controls
Man, it
from
sure
any
does.
device by
Oh my
going to
gosh.
account settings.
Oh, they're in Queens.
Queens,
Again.
New York.
Oh, this is right after. Remember, we ended with Tazz coming out
Yep.
and the ring clearing.
Yeah, he cleared that whole ring. Oh, why
Oh,
you
shit.
don't grab Tazz's arm like that? What are you doing?
Don't do that. What are you doing? I mean, just look at Tazz. It's not going to end well for you, my
Yeah,
friend.
what are you doing, man?
Is that a Stephon Marbury Dallas Mavericks jersey up there?
Oh my God! What a time! Mess him up, Tazz, because this dude pissing me off.
Yup. And remember, he still has a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, he
from
does.
hurting or leaving.
Yep.
That's what I liked about the ECW. You really didn't expect storylines out of backstage personalities, but you got them.
Yep, they were there. Boo! He said World Wrestling Federation. Boo!
They hate.
I love the passion, man.
Oh yeah, it was a time to be a fan of wrestling.
Yeah.
Hell, I remember watching these on bootleg VHS tapes.
Oh man, not VHS tapes.
Just-
God, I'm
Oh
old.
man. They get passed around to everybody. By the time you get to see them, it's all worn out.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, what the hell?
I was in a helicopter at the pay-per-view. It's because I could afford it. Because being from Greenwich, Connecticut, I can just about get.
He said I'm from British Connecticut, dang. But you can't tuck your
Yeah.
shirt in right though.
And as long as I ask mom
Nope.
and dad, they seem to oblige me.
Nope.
So,
That was how the rich connected with the average man. you
Gotcha.
know.
Hey, whatever happened to this
Barely-
guy?
I don't know.
Choke him
I
out.
really don't know.
Now, what was his name again?
Lance,
anything by you again in case it went over your head or anything.
I forget, man.
this
Let
guy-
me
he-
check it out.
I'm looking too.
I think I'm done. I don't have anything else to say. Unless anything you'd like me to ask you or anything.
Well, on behalf of everybody here in New York, I'd like to be the first to tell you goodbye.
Oh, you sleep, bro. Yup, suplexed. Oh. Oh, you're asleep, bro. Oh, yup, Tazz mission.
Well, there you go, Lance Wright.
Lance Wright.
Vince McMahon,
There we go.
On behalf of me and everybody.
Yeah, I put in ECW commentary Lance, and it gave me nothing but Lance Storm.
Yeah, I got a whole bunch of Lance Storm too.
It was like, Jesus, man. He's not the only Lance that was in ECW.
Right.
Whatever, you're choking.
We have something better for you to do. Well, that's going on. I'm still looking
It's
up
time
the
to get extreme. We are extreme.
Let's do it.
There we go. We switched over to the ECW. We were on the Raw deal there for a minute.
Oh. It took us a while to
We're
figure it out.
back.
We
No
was
way.
watching. It's extreme again. We got the intro.
I love the opening though.
Yeah, I love the opening.
The
The intro's so good.
And I like how they structure the show. How we talked about the very first one we watched.
Yeah.
Where you get a little bit of what's happening, and then it goes into the intro, and then we'll go into like usually a match or a backstage interview leading up to a match.
I love that spot there in the intro when all those chairs are getting thrown in the ring.
Oh yeah, that was a great moment in ECW. There's also another one where Al Snow, where they throw a bunch of heads into the ring,
Really?
and
That's
he's
awesome.
just like getting rained on by mannequin styrofoam heads.
Ravishing Rick Rude has handpicked to challenge Douglas, and yes, his head cheerleader,
Francine will be with him.
Ravishing Rick Rude.
With the Dudleys, the ECW World Tag Team Champions. Believe it or not,
Oh.
live on location.
Gertner's gonna be with the Dudley Boys.
Plus, we have tried for ages to bring you this matchup. We've got it inked here on television tonight from Boston. First time ever, one-on-one meeting. The extreme icon, the Sandman, will collide with the most suicidal, homicidal,
Ooh,
genocidal
Sandman and
athlete
Sabu
in all
tonight.
Ooh.
Sabu. Right now, it's
All right.
cold-blooded Italians. Tracy
I'm
Smothers
excited about this one.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
a
are we
good
getting
episode.
an FBI match?
Yeah, sounds like it. This was a stacked
All right,
episode.
fans. Last week we introduced you to the FBI. If you're new to ECW, this is a great gimmick tag team faction. And you're gonna please don't get offended with what they're doing. Just enjoy what the full-blooded Italians were offering ECW fan base.
Remember what this time
Smothers
was, ladies and
and
gentlemen. Guido and Tracy
Yes.
Smothers. My God.
There's a no move.
Stuck that landing. Smothers did.
He's just moving in the ring.
He's
Look at him
doing
go.
the leg. And Guido's telling the announcer to get out of the way so Smothers can dig.
Yeah.
Tracy
Love it.
Smothers, a veteran who has wrestled in every territory
Guido
this
is
business has ever had.
he was such a treasure in ECW.
And coupled with the Big Don, Tommy Rich in his corner, is a threat to any and all wrestlers in the
What is-
ECW
What is
locker room.
Tommy Rick doing?
Rich doing? Yeah.
By the way, little Guido
Oh
is the one
shit.
getting involved.
That Cronus?
I think.
Don Cronin.
I was gonna say. I think you're right.
Yeah,
That's a
this
name
was-
I haven't heard in a long time.
65-pounder in the business today.
This was fans. This is Perry Saturn, longtime tag team partner, and in ECW, Perry Saturn is a treasure.
Fans here in Boston
I love Parrish. I love his stuff in WCW. To be honest with you.
trained by
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
wrestling legend Kowalski right here in Boston.
I will say that too. I loved exactly what he did in WCW, but when I found out he was in ECW and the long history he had with ECW and with Cronin here, those matches were the total eliminator that they do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Man, the Eliminators.
And-
Oh my God.
They were a bad team.
Yeah.
They
that's
went up
just
with
unlocking a
so
core
many-
memory right there.
Dude, so many matches with the Pitbulls and them just beating the hell out of each other.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
236 pounds.
Rich. Him and Tracy just they just know how to play the gimmick whenever they're given a role. And so does Guido. And you can kind of see Guido's evolution in the ECW landscape, especially when he got in with the full-blooded Italians and started doing this whole thing. Cronus is like the chunkier RVD.
Yeah, he's a big man. I was looking him up a little bit. He's 6'4".
Mm-hmm.
John Kronos is, and also it looks like 256 pounds. I didn't realize. Yeah, he did pass, didn't he? Back in 2007.
Incredible and
Yeah.
surprising quickness for a man his size, along with his martial arts ability. Tracy Smothers will no doubt rely on chicanery from.
And that's what's it's sad to hear, but it's also refreshing to hear that we get to see and witness what he gave to wrestling and
For sure.
the content he was able to put. And him and Tracy Smothers, this is going to be a fun gimmicky match.
Yeah.
We're going to see probably a little extra violence, but I wouldn't expect like if we're watching Sabu and RVD, you're not going to be seeing all that type of stuff right now.
Yeah. You know what just hit me? And like, I don't mean to be dark or anything like that, but like, we are literally watching two dead men wrestle.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It is.
Tracy Smothers was great.
Oh yeah. He was just one of those natural talents that got the assignment.
Yeah.
Anytime it was good. Yeah. He understood what his role was and what he needed to bring to that moment that they were on TV.
Yep. Most definitely. I agree with that. He, like, you can tell his smoothness in the ring. And this was still, like, because Tracy Smothers wrestled for a long time. This isn't like we're watching some rookie Tracy Smothers or anything like that. Look at him. While he's rubbing his face and he's still giving him brilliant. Guy's brilliant.
That's what I think a lot of people who kind of took the Lawler approach to ECW missed out on.
Yeah.
And it's kind of cool that we give that opportunity to people out there to watch.
And watch with us.
Because this isn't... Yeah, I mean, look at this. This isn't all extreme. They're not bloody. They're not doing that. It's a straight-up gimmicky type match.
Yep. They're working. Ooh, clean.
And I love Cronus. I've always liked Cronus's in-ring work.
Yeah,
it's very martial art.
I like it. I think I just
and
forgot
he can get,
like his style, you know?
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's easy. I'm not saying he's easy to forget, but the further we go in the journey of wrestling, like,
he didn't have a huge, like, footprint, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And I mean that with the utmost respect.
Yeah, because when this was out, this was indie wrestling. Like, this was the top of indie wrestling.
Yep.
This was like where you could get to.
Like, this is what a lot of younger fans consider when they think about GCW. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So I'm not saying they're the same. I'm saying that, like, the younger wrestling fans, they go to GCW as like, I don't want to watch the mainstream stuff. Ooh, damn, he got him over that top rope.
He did too.
But yeah, this was, like you're saying, this is the upper echelon, the high scale indies.
But again, GCW, they followed the little bit of the path that ECW laid.
They did.
And
That's
they're
very
doing their
true.
own thing, but they followed the path, which, back to what we talked about before, AEW should follow. And that brings us right to a commercial break for
Yep,
me.
we're
How
at a
about you?
commercial break. Yep, I'm at a commercial break
All
right
right.
now. But man, I just got to say that like Tracy Smothers, watching him in the ring, because I didn't watch a whole lot of Tracy Smothers. So like the Tracy Smothers I have seen is like I didn't really watch so much of his in-ring work. Now I'm really watching it, doing this ECW watch along, and man, he was just really a natural, man. Really a natural.
Yeah, and he knew exactly where he needed to be, all his spots, and it's like in my interview with Chad Nails that I did this
past Wednesday. Yes.
Yeah, he was speaking about wrestling his tag team partner and just knowing him for so long. He just knows how his body moves, so he knows what's next.
Yep.
Which you get with a Tracy in the ring because of his veteran. You know, he just knows.
Yeah, very, very smooth. As we're ending this commercial break there on Peacock, and the match is going to continue here. Tracy Smothers and Kronos. And look at Kronos. Oh, my goodness, acrobatics. But, oh, look, we don't move him out of the way. Big clothesline.
Yeah.
And once again, the interference.
Whoa, one of the fans dropped an F-bomb.
gives Tracy Smothers the advantage in this matchup. Smothers waiting on Kronos.
Uh-oh. Oh, he goes for the big kick. Nobody home. Oh, my goodness. Nice roundhouse kick. Dare I say, Kronos had pretty educated feet.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome somersault leg drop. Hook of the
Somersault leg drop.
Guido just elbowed
Oh,
his
he
opponent.
actually elbow dropped Smothers.
Guido gets nailed and falls to the outside.
Oh, and there goes Tommy Rich.
Kick on the big dog. It's Kronos and Smothers.
Body slam. He's going up.
The big,
Slammed again.
they call him Big Don.
Setting the turnbuckles.
Oh, he's up.
Way up top.
I love this.
Oh, 450 was gorgeous.
Finds the mark.
Especially for his size.
Oh, yeah. Being that big, and he won the match. 6'4", 250-pound guy doing something like that is crazy.
Yeah. And then put him in with his tag team partner, Saturn.
Yes,
I
Perry
mean,
Saturn.
the Eliminator. I mean, they were devastating when they were doing things like this.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Tommy Rich couldn't get there in enough time. Oh, we going to
The
Dudleyville?
Don failed him. Oh, yeah.
Well. On location here in Dudleyville, it is I, the quintessential stud muffin, Joel Satisfaction Guaranteed Gertner. And here with me, the guardian of the gold, Big Dick Dudley, and his half-brothers, the ECW Heavyweight Tag Team Champions of the
Big
World,
Dick Dudley.
Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys. And I think on behalf of all of the
Look at
Dudleys,
how young they were.
I'd like to congratulate one half of the... I'd like to congratulate John Kronos, singles competitor extraordinaire, on that marvelous, spectacular victory. At the same time, I'd like to issue a challenge to Mr. Kronos. Kronos, why don't you go up against Devon Dudley specializes in tag team wrestling. How about, Mr. Kronos,
Bet he does.
you step up to the plate
True.
and face Bubba? Just one problem. Bubba Ray Dudley is not only Devon Dudley's half-brother, but his loyal tag team partner.
I just want to hit Gertner.
All
One
right, Mr.
Obnoxious.
Kronos, if you think you're man enough, if you think you're big enough, we
That was Big
offer
Dick
to
Dudley.
you, from the Twisted Steel section of Dudleyville, the true mastodon
The
of
Twisted
professional
Steel
wrestling,
section of Dudleyville.
Dick Dudley. And I have heard through the grapevine that Kronos you confess that you oftentimes think that you can beat Big Dick. Well, if you are such a master at beating Big Dick as
Stop
you say
saying
you
Big
are,
Dick.
take a shot at the man who is, well, as big as his name. And if you defeat him, maybe we will even let you choose another singles competitor so that the two of you can tandem and face the ECW World Tag Team Champions, the Dudley Boys. Signing off from Dudleyville, this is the quintessential stud muffin, Joel Gertner.
And we're into another commercial, ladies and gentlemen. And my God, Gertner was annoying. My God, that guy.
Yeah. But so good at what he did.
Yeah.
So good at what
very
he
good.
did.
Very good. Absolutely.
Yeah. And if you listen to him, fans out there, Gertner kept alluding to the fact that Cronus didn't have a tag partner anymore.
Yeah.
And I believe, and if anybody in the household can correct me, this was either because Saturn was already with Raven in ECW or in WCW, or this was just after they broke Perry Saturn's leg.
Ooh.
The Dudleys, they
Dudley
gave
boys.
him I think they gave him a 3D on the table, and when he came down, he broke his leg.
Ooh.
In that. It's happened multiple times in the delivering of the 3D
3D to the
people.
table.
Well, I don't know how many exactly, but I do remember back in the day there was quite a few like arm breaks and things like that, especially when they did it through the table.
Yeah.
Because people didn't understand how to
take it
land.
Right.
Yeah. Which is kind of understandable. It was new. I mean, the Dudleys were definitely a innovative group when it came to tag team maneuvers.
Yeah.
What the hell is Joey Styles wearing? He looks like a lawyer that
he does.
just
He
took
looks
his
like a bad
jacket
lawyer,
off. Oh, wow. Ravishing Rick Rude getting the finger as soon as he comes out. Right in his face, too. Think about that. Going from main eventing with Macho Man to a bingo hall and somebody putting their middle finger in your face.
Yeah. But you know what? He probably loved it, though. This is probably what a lot of those wrestlers live for, because, like, the crowds were just nuts. I don't care who you are. You want to be a part of that if you're a wrestler.
Oh, yeah. I would have to agree with you on that. The energy we always talk about.
Yes. Look how fitted he is. Got the nice hat, got the Nike Air shirt, got the dad shoes on.
This was success back in the 90s.
It sure as shit was.
If you were dressed like this.
Yeah, if you dressed like that, you're doing all right for yourself.
You were doing good. Probably had 2 cars.
What a time. The damn 90s. My God.
What I'd like to have right now is for...
That crowd's giving him hell.
Is for all
yeah, they're not letting him talk.
Out of shape Massachusetts meatheads. Button your lips, open your eyes, and get a good look at the new ECW World Heavyweight Champion, the franchise Shane Douglas.
All right.
All right, here comes the franchise.
And the franchise has been a staple on this show. Even when we were just watching the matches.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He had a huge impact on ECW back in the day.
Absolutely. There's the beautiful Francine.
And again, fans, just to catch anybody up on, if you're just watching ECW for the first time, Shane Douglas in particular, you will see him throw up the 3. He is not doing the OK sign. He is not doing that. He is talking about his group, his faction, the 3 triple threat.
Triple threat, yes.
It's also indicated on the diamond tattoo on his bicep. It was a great group of guys. Bam Bam Bigelow, Chris Candido, Francine was a part of it. Rick Rude was their manager-ish for a while.
Yeah,
because in this storyline he is perfecting Shane Douglas.
Rude rubbing off on Douglas already.
So I think they're still in where Rick is getting his opponents for him.
Yes.
Show your respect for the greatest ECW World Heavyweight Champion of all time.
And boo.
Yeah. I think someone's got a Bischoff sign in the front row.
Oh no.
I was trying to read it, but Francine got she's directly in the middle of it.
If Francine was directly in the middle of my vision, I wouldn't complain.
Yeah, not upset at all.
Ooh, this man's saying some stuff.
Bischoff DDP, what?
And commercial. Peacock and their commercials. My God. How do you guys up there in the household feel about all these commercials? What do y'all think? But this match, or this show continues here. Who's it going to be? Who's going to face the franchise Shane Douglas on this episode of ECW Hardcore TV? We'll find out shortly. But, man, I'm just digging it, bro. Taking it back, watching these shows. We've already seen a promo from the Dudleys. Young, they look so young, man. It's so crazy that like how much time has passed. A match between two wrestlers that aren't even with us anymore. They had a decent little match. John Kronos and Tracy Smothers. That was a treat. So far, this episode is enjoyable, bro.
Oh yeah, and I'm glad we both are new to it. Like I said, I hadn't seen this one, and the match we're gonna get to watch is pretty. I just don't think I would have ever put it together.
Whoa!
Whoa! You know who that is?
Ain't no way. Is that Axel Rotten?
That's Axel Rotten. Shane Douglas versus Axel Rotten. Did you ever think you would see a Axel Rotten heavyweight championship match?
That's why I was like, it took me a second because I was like, that's Axel damn Rotten. All right. Let's see what the hell this is. Oh my God.
All up in an ICP shirt.
Yeah, I was gonna say he got the ICP shirt.
Shot off.
Oh, nobody home. Big drop kick, clean drop kick, pretty drop kick by the franchise Shane Douglas.
Saw the left coming all the way.
Very nice.
Is loving it. Ravishing Rick Rude giving instructions.
And this is what the type of matches I kind of like, that you don't expect who's in the heavyweight picture.
Yeah, heavyweight title picture. Yeah.
Especially with Axel Rotten, normally you see him in a tag match. You see him in just coming out and wrecking house with people.
Yeah.
Usually with Balls Mahoney.
Yeah.
But to see him go up against Shane Douglas, you're going to actually get to see the in-ring work that Axel Rotten was very capable of doing.
I mean, after all, in other promotions, Rick Rude keeps company with parties that Douglas isn't too friendly with.
And of course, we all know Shane Douglas can go.
Oh, of course.
I mean, he's the franchise.
Look at the physical differences between these two men.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, good reversal. Oh, got under. Oh, stepped right on him. My God, Shane Douglas was a specimen. That was, wow.
Not only did he step all over him, he gave the fans a nice couple FUs and a jag-off sign.
Yeah. He's in his bag.
He is.
And I love it.
I like this element with Rick Rude too.
Yeah,
like,
it was
giving and being like a coach of the competitor that he brings to Shane Douglas.
Yeah.
Like he would actually be giving that guy legit advice to go up against his champion that he's trying to groom.
Then again, ravishing Rick Rude could be having a good time at just feeding all of Douglas's opponents false information. I mean, if you were Douglas's opponent, why would you take any of Rick Rude's advice?
Oh.
Well, that worked. The thumb to the eye worked.
Thumb to the eye. Ooh, that was a strange Russian leg sweep.
Axel now putting the boots to Douglas.
I like him working the legs and arms all over Douglas.
Just trying to
that's
systematically break him apart.
Exactly, you know. Because, I mean, we're not going to expect some amazing suplex seminar from Axel Rotten. I've never really sat down and been like, I'm going to learn some great maneuvers here from Rotten.
Right.
But Axel Rotten was a treasure in himself, just in the chair swinging abilities that he had.
He's a brawler. He's a straight
exactly. And in the tag team world of ECW, him and Balls Mahoney together was those were some matches to watch, especially going up against the Gangsters, even the Dudleys when they would go up against them, even though the Dudleys beat the hell out of them damn near every time they fought. I remember watching Devon take a cheese grater to Balls Mahoney one time in a match, and it was one of those times where I kind of had to look away and was like, getting a little too much for me. Yeah.
Douglas hits the steal.
And this is really the first time we've seen a chair used since the start of this show.
Yeah, this is like, even though this is ECW, hardcore TV, and of course we all know what ECW is. This has been like kind of, so far, this is only our second match, I believe, but this has been kind of a clean show. It hasn't really been out there like that.
Yeah, it was more of the wrestling, and this was the stuff that people didn't pay attention to because it's not the most grabbing of a match. When it comes to the ECW known violence, but ECW known wrestling is also something to admire and to watch because it was pretty good.
Oh yeah,
I thoroughly enjoyed their just pure wrestling matches.
I think there was a misconception that it was just all like hardcore stuff and everything, but like that's very much not true. We've already watched some great like actual wrestling matches during the span of this ECW watch along series. I can attest to it. ECW had some incredible matches that had nothing to do with being hardcore extreme.
Yeah. I mean, hell, we just watched, what was it, a couple of weeks ago, that Tazz match where he kind of squashed the dude, but there was no chairs, no tables, just pure, just Tazz just destroying somebody.
And I think that I think it's good that they do that though. Like, I think you can have some hardcore aspect things during the weekly shows just because like that's your identity. But like, I think it's smart to like not do that stuff every single week.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you do it, it means more.
Yes, exactly. And you know what I really like, and I think you might see it production-wise, like the way they're setting up the Douglas matches. They're not the main event.
Yeah.
But they are a main event. You know what I mean? Like, it's the heavyweight titles on the line, but it's not the main event.
So no matter where you put that on the card, it's main event feel because the title's on there.
Exactly. And to be able to just do this on their weekly show in the middle of the matches, I mean, because I believe there's 1 or 2 more matches after this.
Yeah.
But it kind of shows me the kind of gonzo brain that Heyman had when it came to setting up the show to show the storylines and the progression throughout the week. Like, I like it. It's erratic. It doesn't follow a formula. It's its own thing. Ooh.
Dang, she hit that forearm and choke him on the road. She's like, are you okay?
Don't worry, Rick's there. Like, what are you doing, Francie? Come on. Jeez, put a crease into that hat, man. Like, that bill is ridiculous.
I didn't think that started until like the mid-2000s.
Man. Mine always had a crease because I wore it in my back pocket if it wasn't on my head.
Oh, okay, I got you.
But that was just because I played baseball.
Baseball player. Yeah, I was going to say, that's baseball player vibes right there.
It's so crazy to know what we know of Douglas and what he's done for professional wrestling. To see him here at ECW giving some of the best performances he's ever given. It's just, I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Like, there just must have been a disconnect that he had with promoters in the bigger promotions that he just didn't get over. I don't know, man. It blows my mind.
With him being a perennial main eventer in ECW, why did that not translate anywhere else? Like, he had all the tools, all of them. I've been watching him like during this ECW series. Like, I don't know. I'm curious myself, to be honest with you.
Like, I don't know. I'm out here thinking, because I don't know. But it's almost like they deliberately did not watch this stuff and check on their competitor to see what they were capable of. Because, like, why wouldn't you snatch up Shane Douglas?
Yeah, for sure.
Because we've talked to him. We've seen him. Just the brief conversation I've had with him, he didn't strike me as a man who would turn down money when it came to bettering him and getting himself to where more eyes are seeing him. So I don't think that was an issue. Like, if they would have offered him a big contract right now at this time that he was in this, he would have took it. You would have been a fool not to.
Man, Rotten is giving him a match now. Like, he's looking to be in the driver's seat at this point in the match.
Yeah. He's actually giving the illusion that he could actually do it.
Yeah, which is great. That was a very close 2 count right there, by the way.
Very close.
Ooh, nice headbutt.
Douglas now being set up by Rotten.
Ooh, he's up there. What are we doing? Oh, no.
Headbutt by the franchise. He's trying to fight off Axel. Headbutt sends Axel.
Is it just me or like, could this iteration of like, oh, he's got him. Oh, threw him over. This iteration of the franchise Shane Douglas, I feel like he'd be able to go toe to toe in the ring with somebody like a Triple H at that time. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. I would fully agree with that.
Belly suplex in the win.
Fully agree with that.
Yeah, he was
and it would have been cool to see, too.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely. Give him his belt. That man wants his belt.
No, I would honestly love to have seen it because To me, Douglas is going to push. He's going to push Trips to limits that maybe guys at this time. This was what, 98?
Oh, he got it.
No, 97.
Yeah, yep.
So we're at 97. Francine, what are you doing? Don't go that extreme.
She was just such a vibe. I love it. She just seemed like she was just just having fun, doing whatever she wanted.
Very true.
That's very cool. We got a commercial break going on, but yeah, man, this like Shane Douglas, that guy's a different damn breed in this time. My God, at 97, he could have went. Like the way they was presenting him, he could have went toe to toe with anybody.
Oh yeah, totally agree.
Very cool to see it in real time. Him being such a dominant champion, the story that they're telling with Ravishing Rick Rude, bringing him competitors. I'm enjoying that. Joey Styles is back.
Historic matchup for months. We have finally got it done. The first ever one-on-one matchup. Sabu takes on the Sandman.
Ooh, that's our main event, Sabu and Sandman.
Sabu is up on the stage. Sabu is behind the Sandman.
Oh, damn. Oh, he just hit him with a bottle. Oh, there he is. There's our boy, Bill Alfonso. Do we got a neck brace on?
Well, he got his ass beat, remember?
Yes, he did. I remember. I do remember.
Oh, shit.
Oh, he's leaking. Oh, he's leaking.
Wow.
I just want to say how young Sandman looked. Like, that was one thing that really struck me when he was coming out before all this happened. He looked young as shit.
Bro, he's got the Sean Kemp kamikazes on.
He does. Oh, my God. I knew I saw those shoes before. That's Dreamer. Dreamer's here. Dreamer's here. He's moving out the way. Oh!
Dude, Sandman is gushing.
Yeah, Woo, he smacked him with that bottle, bro.
Dude, Sabu doesn't look like he is moving.
Whew.
You got blue meanies out there.
Blue meanie doing
He probably sidebarred as a paramedic for the backstage.
That's great. Oh
well,
God, look at all
it
this
appears
blood.
Tommy Dreamer is coming and seeking some retribution from the past 2 weeks.
Looks
that
like
Sabu and RVD.
Yeah, looks like Tommy Dreamer's gonna take his place here. I don't know if this match is official. Is the referee in the ring? Bell hasn't rung yet, but it seems like there's RVD. Oh my God, with the kick! Ah! So I guess this match is not happening.
Yeah.
One thing I've learned from watching just these few episodes is anytime you see Sabu, RVD, and Bill Alfonso, it's just going to be complete destruction.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Because that match didn't even get started. He jumped off the stage and it smacked him in the head and broke a bottle over his head. Like, come on, bro. What's Dreamer doing? Jesus Christ. Oh! He is wearing that chair.
He just gave him a necklace of a folding chair.
He sure did.
And that was a full head of steam off the ring apron right onto the guardrail where RVD was perched. And it appeared like, is this the match we're getting?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. But I want to go back while this is happening to what I said earlier. Oh, that chair's coming. Yep. Oh my God. But this is exactly what I said I liked as far as like this. You had the first two matches that were very like just regular matches, and that was fine. Then we had some promo time, and then you have the little bit of like extreme hardcore violence in the main event. It's not too much. It's just enough.
Yeah. They really put together a great show.
This episode was probably my favorite out of the 3 that we've watched, and it's not even over yet. But I just love the structure of the show.
Yeah, me too. It's so good. It's when wrestling was fun, when they made storylines that were fun, like,
easily digestible.
Just like exactly what I was looking for.
Like, I don't like you, you don't like me, I'm gonna kick your ass. You're a turncoat on the company. You're talking about, you want to be with WWF, I'm ECW, I have a problem with that, I'm gonna kick your ass. It's easy to digest storylines.
Exactly, and it's at the time it was a fun thing to be a part of, because it was really like you're going against the giant, one of the biggest giants in this industry. Did they turn this into a triple threat?
I don't know what's going on anymore.
A 2-on-1, or is Sandman still a part of this? What is going on?
I can't tell you. Sandman is like leaking all over his kamikazes, and now I guess he's gone. Where's Tazz? Tazz got to be coming. Ooh, nice tandem tag team moves. That was good. I like that.
There we go.
Tazz has got to be coming.
We know what this leads up to. RVD. Tazz, you're going to let this happen to Tommy?
Come on, Tazz. Where are you, man? Oh my God.
Ooh.
Ooh, look how he's seizuring. That's uncomfortable.
Man, he took that chair right to the face.
Tazz, where are you at, man?
Oh.
We need you, bro. He is getting his ass beat. Oh, I love this move. Oh.
Yes. And
This
just
is like the third
3
week in a
weeks
row.
Yep, 3 weeks in a row.
Tazz, where
RVD
are
and
you?
Sabu has just draped WWF's. Oh,
there he is.
You say his name and he appears.
We're not talking Joe Hendry. We're talking about the human suplex machine. This is Tazz.
Oh, and he is in a survive if I let you type of mood right now.
Yes, he is. Come on, rip his head off. Rip our boy out Bill Alfonso's head off. We love you, Bill.
We do. And last week, that's what happened to Bill Alfonso. Tazz got him in the Tazz mission at the very end. Ooh, damn.
No, Tazz is in trouble.
I don't remember seeing that move.
Uh-oh, they're both going to the top. Oh, look, here comes Dreamer.
Oh, shit. Tommy Dreamer stopping that.
Jumped over him. Uh-oh.
Belly to belly.
That's the Tazzplex.
Tommy just taking Sabu out with a big clothesline. Oh, shit.
They're not exactly friends.
Make no bones about it. Tazz did not come out to save Tommy Dreamer. He is fed up with the World Wrestling Federation.
Well, right now they need to be friends because they're going up against one of the most dangerous tag teams in ECW.
Hands down.
Sabu and RVD.
Hands down.
With the manager. Oh, did you see that? What he put on? What Alfonso put on? The old
the Raw hat.
Monday Night Raw chat. Yeah. He's got something about the WWF wrote on his neck brace too. But
I think one of them says ECW sucks. And then he says something.
He never stays still long enough.
He sure does.
Anybody that see it. But we are still left with Tazz and Tommy Dreamer in the middle of the ring. I believe Tommy's got a mic.
He does. Let's see what he has to say. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Mic wasn't working. Okay. Had that problem in the Indies before.
I know you stand alone, but you got my back, and I got yours. Anytime you need a favor, you got it. Listen, brother, I don't need nobody to watch my back, first of all.
You don't need nobody to watch
for
your back?
you, anybody in the back. I don't need this WCW, WWF bull. That ain't what I'm about. But I'll tell you what, yeah, the way I see it, you owe me a favor, and you're gonna return it. The favor is, I want you to challenge me for my TV title.
What? Oh, he wants...
And I'll tell you what, I don't care if you win, you get the strap. If I win, which I will, I retain my strap. But let's show these people here. Shut the f***, I ain't done.
Ooh, energy, I love it.
Let's show these people here, them people watching on the TV, and them Sabu, Van Dam, Fonzie, what an extreme match is about. So, brother, you challenge me for the World TV title. It's put up or shut up time.
Okay, all right, we got a break. This is the last break. But, okay, so...
Wow.
He's saying, I want you to fight me for the title.
That's crazy. Tommy's asking for his friendship and his, just letting him have his back when they have to go up against these two. And he's like, nah, bro, you got to fight me. Come fight me.
But see, this is if you're a Tazz podcast listener, like I was heavily when it was going, this is who he was. This is who he believed that he was, a loner.
Very true.
Fuck
Very
the
true.
world. Fuck the world. It was him by himself. He didn't want no friends or anything like that. So this is very much a Tazz move that he would do something like this. And I also like the fact that he's like, hey, let's show these motherfuckers what ECW is all about. I don't care about this WCW, WWF BS. I'm here for ECW. So I kind of like the energy.
Yeah, I'm there for it.
ECW television, you will see the innovative
I guess that's going to be a match for next week.
That's what we're going to watch next week. I'm excited.
I mean,
ECW will be live in Blackwood, New Jersey, and next Saturday night, it's home sweet home. ECW live at the ECW Arena in South Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Now known
and
globally.
the matchup will happen. Definitely, the Sandman will go one-on-one with Sabu. Until next week, thank you for supporting the Extreme Movement, now known globally as ECW.
My name is Paul Heyman, and I am the executive producer and talent coordinator of Extreme Championship Wrestling. It's a job that was given to me on September 18th, 1993 by the founder of this promotion, Todd Gordon. It is therefore my responsibility to inform the public that with a heavy heart, earlier this week, ECW accepted the resignation of Todd Gordon as commissioner of Extreme Championship Wrestling. Citing increasing pressures as father of 4 children and running a family business, Todd could no longer assume the responsibility of being ECW's commissioner. We here at Extreme Championship Wrestling wish Todd nothing but the best in all of his future endeavors and want to let him know that we intend to make him proud as we carry on his vision of ECW.
Wow. Yeah, that was easily that was my favorite episode that we watched at the 3. That was a very good episode.
It ended with a promo from one of your favorite guys.
Yes.
And which
producer.
Which if you recall or if you've ever found in the history of ECW, this is a very big change that happens when Todd leaves with ECW. We kind of seen it because he was out of it a little longer. Because they went from Eastern Championship Wrestling, which was more classic wrestling, to Extreme Wrestling. And this is a big pivotal move in ECW. And Heyman being completely truthful and upfront with everything.
I like that. I did like that. He was upfront with it. He let us know who he was and what he does. And it's crazy because he said, because I've been like here, obviously for In Your House, I'm the executive producer of In Your House. He's like the executive producer and talent coordinator of ECW. I don't know. Everything that man does to me, I guess, turns into gold. So I just enjoy what he does. But this was a great episode, man. This whole episode altogether, what we've done, the watch along that we did for this episode was a great one. Yeah, man, we really gave him a really great one this time, man. But we got to ride off into the sunset here, man. I got a few things to do. I got to get me some food in my stomach for sure, and I'm sure you're the same.
Me too.
So we'll go ahead and end this. But, of course, I got to end this the way we always do, and that's giving my man, the educator of Extreme, the voice, Josh Joseph, the platform to plug anything that he wants to plug, man. Where can they catch you?
All right, so fans, like I said earlier in the show, Wednesday, you could have checked out an interview I did with the Chad Nails with a Z, part of the Cousin Brothers of Destruction. You know him. He's a tag team. Well, he's never been a tag team champ, but he's with Let Her Rip, a great tag team out of a lot of places here in Indiana. So come check them out. Check out the interview. Yeah. It's all over. It's on the Facebook. It's on the Twitch channel. It's on YouTube. It's everywhere. So go check that out.
Bro. Dropping bombs. It was the interview hell didn't want.
Yeah, it was the interview hell did not want. It was a great one. Some great conversation going on there. But outside of that, you can catch me Monday nights with the Blue-Eyed Villain, Grunmeister, and the Chaos Goblin, Kevin Calloway, on the Monday Night Raw preview show, part of the Window Lickers and IYH. Come join us. It's a fun time. I built a group of guys that we enjoy talking wrestling with each other, throwing ideas, making fun of each other, having fun. We invite you to come and be a Window Licker with us. So come join us there. Also, you can always catch me on a Sunday house party where we talk anything that happened that previous week in wrestling. You can catch who's ever available on the In Your House Sunday house party. Usually I'm there, usually Grun's there, usually House is there, usually Hypocrisy's there. So come join us, come hang out, and we want to hear what you have to say. So check out everything In Your House is doing, because we're doing great work and we're going to continue to do great work. And I hope I see a lot of you out there on November 30th, the house party that we throw live. Come get some prizes. I'm going to be giving away prizes, some games. Come make a spectacle of yourself.
Hey, you already know what it is. That is the house party. Come and check that out and everything that we are doing at In Your House. Of course, the voice is going to be our game master for the evening, November 30th. Come check it out. It's going to be a great time. But guys, check out everything that we're doing. As my man said, Monday, those Window Licker shows are doing amazing. And man, I love listening to them and everything that they entail. The Chaos Goblin has been a great addition to the show.
Oh, yeah.
It's been great. But they throw it up in the air. They give us a nice little lob. And myself and the amazing, divinely designed Danny O'Neill, we just slam it down on Wednesdays with the Raw Deal with House and O'Neill, where we talk all things Monday Night Raw, and we do talk a little bit of NXT from time to time too. So it's a great time on Wednesdays. And then guys, you guys already know, Thursday, check out Dear Pro Wrestling Paragon, Kevin Calloway. Great shows. It's for pro wrestlers by pro wrestlers. So check that out. That is great. But then Fridays, you can catch myself and the voice here doing our thing, ECW Watch Along Series. Guys, that's exactly what we did. We talk a little bit of mainstream wrestling. Maybe we mix things up with some AI generated stuff. But that's why I'm so proud of what we're doing here on the ECW Watch Along Series, because even though we do watch alongs, we mix it up, ladies and gentlemen. We will add a little bit of mainstream conversation in there, some AI generated segments, some just thoughtful discussion before we do an amazing watch along. Check out what we're doing. Grun, I know he's finished up because we're well into SmackDown, ladies and gentlemen, and he's done with his episode. And of course, that is Grun's Room. That is the SmackDown preview show. Check out everything my man is talking about. He does great work. Sunday house parties are amazing. Check those out. I will not be a part of this Sunday's one. Full transparency, it's a family event. It's my son's birthday. We're going to go out. We're going to do some family stuff. But you better damn believe next Sunday I will be back. And ladies and gentlemen, you guys already know Bad Blood is going to be tomorrow, or if you guys are listening to this on Saturday, tonight. And then also, if you guys are in the Columbus, Indiana area, you need to head on out to Emerge Wrestling. I'm going to be there calling some of the best action that you're going to be seeing in the Midwest. It is a great time, and a good portion of Team In Your House will be there. I will be there. Divinely Designed Annie O'Neil will be making her backstage correspondent debut there at Emerge Wrestling. Kevin Calloway will be there. Come and chat with the thoughtful Chaos Goblin. Love talking to that guy. And then the Emerge World Heavyweight Champion Paragon will be defending his championship against TNA superstar Top Notch Jason Hotch. Come check that out. Come kick it with Team In Your House. It's going to be great. Guys, I'm super proud of everything that we are doing and continuing to do, and it's not stopping. It is not going to stop at all, ladies and gentlemen. We're just going to keep on going because, guys, we put in that work. And it's HOWSC because that W stands for work. So, for The Voice, Josh Joseph. For Hypocrisy Jones. For Grunmeister. For Kevin Calloway. For Divinely Designed Danny O'Neil. For the world's most dangerous podcaster paragon, I am Alakon the Concept House. Here to remind you to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to hop on this bandwagon. Get on. Or get gone. Because Household Well, we're still going mighty strong. Hey, you guys have a great day. Have a great weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Peace.
Yeah. In your house with O'Con. Hey, O'Con in your house. Hollywood in your house. Hypocrisy's head in the clouds. Curating all kind of loud. Wrestling in front of the crowds. Paragon's holding it down. Anybody can get it. Josh Joseph standing on his decisions. He is the voice. There is no choice. We is them boys in your house making wrestling noise. Moving fast just like cruiserweight action. And your house is the perfect distraction. Rumpus in your ears when you in traction. Get this work with some wrestling action. Smooth.